Ace Bailey still confuses me, I'm not going to lie, but so does every other prospect not named Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper. I keep wondering if everyone is just overthinking Ace. The more I watch him, the more I'm like, I wish I could see him with NBA spacing, with more structure in a defined role offensively and defensively. I mean, does he not make the most sense for the Sixers situation? You don't draft for fit, but if he pans out, he also has one of the highest ceilings in the draft class because of that shot-making ability. He's an archetype they need as well, a big need on the team. But also, he has limitless potential, so he fits the fit thing and also the go for upside idea when you're drafting at the top 3, not a role player. And believe me, I'm the biggest VJ Edgecombe fan there is, but if I had to make the decision, it's very hard for me to pass on a forward at the size of 6'8" with shoes. Don't want to piss people off, so 6'8" with shoes. 7'1" wingspan, by the way, as well. It's just hard to add another guard when you have Maxey Grimes and Jared McCain at the guard spot. Now, one of the biggest needs, in my opinion, for this Sixers team moving forward is finding that lockdown defender who's going to pick up the opposing team's best player every single night. And if the Sixers don't believe in Ace Bailey and they want VJ because he has a high motor and projects well defensively, I think he's more of an off-ball player on that side, but you get what I'm saying. I think rather than drafting VJ, I'm more interested in acquiring Herb Jones and also getting the 7th pick back in return. It makes more sense because he's a proven point of attack defender. You don't have to worry and wait for VJ to develop into that. Plus, Herb Jones has more size and length. This is my opinion. If you want to move forward with Maxey and McCain, you believe in them. Since they are smaller guards, personally, I can't come out of this draft without a player above 6'6". Grimes and VJ, to me, overlap a little too much. With the way the Sixers roster is, I think adding Herb Jones and a guy like Con Knipple at number 7 or Colin Murray Boyles or Derek Queen, whoever it is, I think that's more enticing than just adding VJ at number 3. Now, if the guard situation was different and they were lacking guards, I think it would be a different story, but that's not the case. But going back to Ace Bailey, he's my pick at number 3 as of now. Here's a post I enjoy. The ideal role for Ace Bailey in the NBA is an off-ball weapon. 1.054 points per possession off of screens, 40.7% from 3, 1.4 points per possession on cuts. Limit the decision-making, limit the dribbles. Year 1, that will be his role with the Sixers, or at least that's what I envision his role on a winning Sixers team. And also, I think against bad teams like the Hornets, the Pelicans, or whoever, I think you give him more on-ball responsibility, see what he's capable of. Of course, if Embiid's injured, Paul George is injured, then you give him even more responsibility. But the Sixers come back next year, they're winning games. That's probably what his role would look like. And the thing is, he fills a weak spot on the Sixers team. They had no consistent shooting on the roster last season. 27th in three-point percentage. That played a part in Maxey's inconsistent play as well. And it turns out Ace Bailey shot 43.9% on guarded catch and shoot threes. And of course, also what we just went over, 40.7% off screens as a movement shooter. So he does fill a need for the Sixers. On top of that, he projects to be an above-average defender down the road in the NBA. Maybe not year 1, but I do believe he can affect the game off the ball with his length and size year 1 if he's bought in defensively. And that's the thing. If the Sixers are winning games, Paul George is healthy, Maxey's healthy, Embiid, semi-healthy, they're going to be winning games, and for him to get consistent run, he's going to have to perform defensively or at least know what's going on and buy in and hustle. I'm working on a defensive film video for him, will be out soon, but I found a Reddit post from KTM5141 titled "The Case for Ace Bailey at number 3. He stated his defense also gives him one of the highest floors outside of the top 2. Opponents shot 33% when guarded by Ace Bailey this season, 30.8% on jumpers, and 40.9% at the rim. For reference, opponents shot 38.3% when guarded by CMB. Although I don't have data on his percentages by shot type, Ace also had solid stock and rebounding percentages for his position. Although I don't expect him to be anywhere near as good of a defensive playmaker as CMB, still I have no concerns about his motor. And I think that's an underrated part of Ace Bailey. Every single scouting report you look at, you see, oh, he plays hard. He competes on both ends of the floor. He may not always be in the right spot. He doesn't have the brightest basketball IQ as of now, but he's always playing hard. And as TJ McConnell would say, that's a skill. And that skill gets much more valuable when you're listed at 6'7", whatever it is, and have a long wingspan. My main point of this video is I feel like Ace Bailey is talked about in a weird way. Like he kind of just gets a bad rap. Like even his strengths, like he's a tough shot maker. I feel like his haters will use that against him and be like, oh, he only settles for tough shots. And the way his flaws get talked about, it's like, oh, he has no chance of improving at his flaws. No way. I don't know. It really reminds me of Anthony Edwards. I'm not saying he's going to be anywhere near the level of player of Anthony Edwards, but if you guys remember pre-draft, he was getting knocked left and right. Like they took a quote out of context where he said he can't really watch basketball, and they made it into, oh, he doesn't like basketball. And I can remember at that time, I was really into the draft because it was during COVID. And the way Anthony Edwards was painted, I started not believing in him. Like, I thought LaMelo Ball was easily going to be the number one player in that draft class. And that's why I'm really hoping Ace Bailey succeeds, proves everyone wrong, because I know he's going to be the type of player where if he comes in, he struggles his rookie year, everyone's going to be like, oh, I told you so. He doesn't have a high basketball IQ. The advanced numbers were pointing us in the direction that he isn't a player. But overall, what Ace Bailey needs is just a good coach who believes in him, but also makes him focus on other things rather than, shooting tough shots. He needs a place that will force him to really buy in defensively because he has limitless potential on that end of the floor. Before we end off this video, let's see the latest mock drafts around the interwebs. CBS Sports has the Sixers taking Trey Johnson at 3. Yahoo currently has the Sixers trading back, getting Herb Jones, and drafting the big man from Duke. Bleacher Report has the Sixers taking Ace Bailey. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think Ace Bailey is discussed in a weird way? Who do you want the Sixers to draft? Do you think they should trade back? Do you think they should trade up for Dylan Harper? Let me know your thoughts below in the comments section. Most importantly, have yourself a great day and check out my other videos. Peace.